Hey everybody, this is Pete Wall. You're watching Pillar to Post. Um, wasn't sure how to do this. I wasn't sure how to talk about it. I wasn't sure how to begin this. Um, my brother Ben asked me to basically do a little bit of a, a series on my treatments. You know, as you guys know, wasn't given very good news. Uh, well, it's got to be about a month now. Um, I don't have the name in front of me. It's basically related to leukemia. Basically, what's happening is my bone marrow is sick and it is producing too many red blood cells. And what is happening is, as more and more red blood cells are created, it's thickening my blood to the point where it's causing issues with my heart. It's making it very hard for oxygen to circulate throughout my body as well as my blood. There's a lot of strain on my heart. They're also concerned with blood clots and stroking and heart attacks and heart failure. Um, tomorrow, tomorrow at 10:45, I begin my first round of treatment. Now they're unsure how much blood they're going to be taking at the start. It's going to be anywhere from 550 milliliters to 750 milliliters. They're also very unsure on how many times a month they're going to have to do this. It could be bi weekly, it could be weekly, it could be once a month. They're not sure yet. And then from this huge amount of blood that they're removing tomorrow, they're going to be running a battery test to figure out exactly how far along this blood disease has uh, has gotten. I'm not going to try and think of big words to use today. My headspace isn't there. I have the last couple of days poured myself into um, writing, editing. Today I did an RWO show, and I had so much pent up crap in my head and in my heart. I I really went out and I pushed myself on the show. And for you, the viewers that were watching, you guys know what I did, and believe me, it tired me. It hurt me, and yet I felt a little bit better afterwards. I was being rather dickish on the show tonight. There's a lot of shit that's going on in my life right now. Not many know about. They know I'm sick. They know I'm pushing myself through it. Um, you know, it's um, it's not easy. As you can see, I haven't dropped the cigarettes yet. I'm trying. I've got my vape. I've been using that a lot today. I've cut down. It's not going to be you know, boom, you're done kind of deal. Um, but I am working on it. Gonna be honest with you, I have not been eating much lately, and not a good thing. But the hunger hasn't been there. I'm trying to keep hydrated, which I'm supposed to do. Keep fluids besides coffee. And I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but with a lot of water, I've got acid reflux. So drink too much water, it kicks that in. Popping pills all day long. Then, so I opt for ginger ale and then water. So, but this is the night before. This is the night before the first treatment. Um, Depend on how I feel by the time I get home tomorrow. It's supposed to take a few hours for the treatment to be done. They're not going to just stick a needle in my arm and just pull out the blood as quickly as they can. They're going to do it on a slow process in order, well, from what they were telling me, is not to throw any clots or whatever. And they don't want me to pass out and completely just crash. So, yeah, be honest, very nervous, very nervous. And it's a simple thing, just drawing blood, but it's a whole lot of blood. And I'm worried because of the tests that will follow, and it's a scary thought, you know. Um, Cancer runs high in my family. Um, the knowing as many family members that have passed from cancer, and then you have something that is very close, very closely related. It's scary. And I'm hoping against all hope that it's just this. I can't remember the huge name that they called it. I know by the time I'm done recording this, I'll look it up and I'll remember it again. But it's not easy. But tell you what, though, I got a strong family behind me. My wife, my kids. I've got a great amount of friends here that I've met on YouTube. I talk to them on a daily basis on Skype as well. There's the YouTube community. It has been great, and I thank you all for your support, your friendship. I was thinking today, and you all know where my mind always goes. It goes to that imaginary realm. It can be the wasteland. It can be, anything that my mind brings me to. And, my mind has always been fascinated with warriors, um, and, I always thought warriors were like guys, classified as around the lines of heroes. You look at them, you look at a fireman, you see a warrior. You see a police officer, a good police officer. You see a warrior. Um, but over the years, I look at not just my situation, but a lot of people out there that are hurting every day, that are dealing with a lot of shit. And what truly is a warrior? You know, you see a guy struggling to walk, but he still walks. See a guy struggling to breathe, but he continues to breathe. You see a guy that, he suffers from any malady you can think of, but he continues to move forward. Always falling, but always picking themselves up. Always moving on. And to me, that is just as much a warrior than a man wielding a sword, than a guy holding a fire hose to put out a fire, or stopping a fight, or someone from dying, or, think of the worst thing, and someone going in and battling and saving a person. To me, any person that falls down on a continuous basis and constantly picks themselves up and continues to move forward, trying to defy their limitations, to me, that is a warrior. And I'm going to fight like a warrior. You know, um, a lot to accomplish in this life. I have three of my greatest accomplishments that I want to see grow and flower and witness the future that they bring to this world. So, no matter the outcome of the tests, no matter what happens after tomorrow, you know, my tattoos, they all have a meaning for me. I've already faced death a couple of times. I have my Grim Reaper on his pile of bones on my forearm representing that. I have my fallen angel, you know, and that fallen angel has risen so many fucking times already. You know, I've got my kids on my arm. I got my wife over my heart. I got my friends looking out for me. Got my brothers. Got my sister. You know, can't ask for much better support. And there's some of you out there, and I hope you know who you are. To me, not just friends, man, you are family. I've gotten to know some of you so much and so closely, and the support you give me is just astounding, and I will never forget it. I might sound like I'm kind of down today. I am, but believe me, I've got the warrior spirit. I always have. I've never known how to not fight. And believe me, I've fallen a couple of times. I stopped fighting a couple of times. But to just lay down, it ain't me. And the people closest to me, my wife, my three kids, I would never do that to them. So it might sound like I'm solemn. It might sound like I'm down and out. Might sound like I'm kind of giving up. No, far from that. I don't. The thought of giving up angers me, and you know, it's been a rough week, and you know, the people that heard me on YouTube today doing my show probably noticed that quite a bit. And I released a lot of pent up anger, a lot of frustrations, a lot of worry in a stupid little wrestling game that I call and do commentary on. You know, and it's so strange that it helps like it does. You know, it helps clear my mind. It helps center me, and the laughing and the carrying on with the chat, it does wonders. You guys do not know, unless you actually do it, what it does for a person. You know, it's idiocy and lunacy mixed in together, and just having a good old time with a great bunch of people, and I thank you for that. So, depending on how I feel when I get home, I might end up crashing right away. Probably crash on the way home. My mother-in-law is going to be driving me and my wife, because there's no way I'm going to be driving afterwards. And either it could be following my arrival home, or later on that evening when I'm feeling a little bit better. But I will drop a video and I will talk about what went down, how it went, and you know, keep basically a little video journal on my experience through these treatments. You know, it's I'm not the only one going through this shit. There's a lot of people that are. You know, and I say to them, like I'm saying now to myself, fight. Keep on fighting. Don't be the guy that lays down and gives up. Don't be the woman that does that. Don't be the person, is a better word. Um, I've had a long road in my life. Hasn't been easy, hasn't been pleasant. I've had some joys, I had some great, great joys. And I'm waiting to see more. You know, so tomorrow, big day, 10:45, it all begins. And I'm going to keep on plugging and bugging. Now, after tomorrow, I'll know better how and when I'll be able to do things on YouTube, besides sitting down talking with you like I am right now. But, you know, I'm hoping that with these treatments comes some plans that I wanted to get started on, like exercising and getting myself in better shape. I'm hoping I can get back to eating right. Believe me, one meal a day, you know, and your body's trying to reject that, it's not a good feeling. And so, you know, I'm hoping with the treatments comes, like I said, better days. I want to thank you all for sitting through and watching this. Um, you know, comments are there if you are experiencing this or other, you know, maladies, ailments. You know, share them. Share them, work together, help bring a positive outcome. You know, like I said, I know I'm not the only one going through this issue, and I'm not the one that's going through things that are 10 times worse. You know, you want to talk about it, drop it in the chat. Go through it, let it all out. You know, got a great community here on YouTube on the Pillar to Post channel. And believe me, people will drop advice, people will drop you some good vibes, and embrace it. Embrace it. I want to thank the support I've gotten from my brother Ben. I want to thank the support I've gotten from my wife, my kids, my assholes. My assholes, and you guys know who you are. Thank you. I'm going to end this with April 1st. Big day. Oh, I know it's April Fool's Day. I do. And I'm not busting chops and I'm not leading you on. April 1st will be the publication and the release date of Wasteland. Be prepared. This is a significant moment in Big Dog Publishing. It has six stories, five writers, each story set in the wasteland or a wasteland-like setting, or even predating the wasteland, but leading into it. Be prepared. April 1st, man, enter the wasteland at your own risk. It is going to be beautiful. Following this, you can expect a release date for the book 2 of Circle of Steel Chronicles, titled Dragon's Gate. I'm waiting to get past all the work going into Wasteland, and then it will be just head on and nose down right into Ashkar, the land that the Circle of Steel is held in. You know, I've been honored to branch out into different genres as of late. Wasteland has helped me with that. Monolith has helped me with that, with the Korogatu books. You know, it has really, really helped a lot with a lot of things I struggle and work with. And like I said, completely honored. So look for a video sometime tomorrow. I'll follow up on the first treatment. I'll let you know how I felt. I'll let you know how long it took. let you know how I feel after I've rested. But thank you all once again. Have a great night. Always, always have a better tomorrow. This is Pete Wall. Not quite so angry of a Viking tonight. Have a great one. I'm out of here.